It's time to go in the garage with Bodie Stroud.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Bodie Stroud.
And I'm Nikki.
Hey, Nikki, and no Mitchell today.
No Mitchell. He talks too much anyways.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I know, but still. I almost feel naked without him.
Right? I miss him too.
I feel like something's missing.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel the same way. Just that presence here.
Yeah.
We could pretend and it'll feel like the same thing.
Yeah, we'll pretend because we have a special guest with us today.
We do.
Brett Barron from Specialty Car Solutions is joining us today. Hey, Brett.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good, man.
Great.
Good. What Brett does is he finances builds. He's like, if you have a build and you don't have money, or you have money, but you
Right.
don't want to
You
spend a huge lump sum right up front,
Right.
and you want to kind of, I guess drag it out.
Yeah. Well, dragging it out helps me because you're paying me payments. What happens is a lot of people building cars, as you know, probably make good money, but they don't necessarily have 200,000, 500,000 sitting there.
Yeah.
But they have the ability to make payments. And I was actually in that situation myself. I wanted to build a car. I was turning 40, my midlife crisis, so I didn't have 200,000 sitting around. So I went looking for financing to build my car. I looked all over the place, all over the internet, everywhere, magazines. There was nothing there, literally nothing. So what I did was I started an LLC and just loaned money to myself. I got business lines of credit. I loaned the money to myself. Spent 2 years having my car built. Eventually went to SEMA. And after that, I had all these lines of credit. And somebody asked, what do I do? How do I do what you did? And I said, well, I can write you a loan.
Yeah.
So I actually started writing loans probably about a year ago up in Oregon. And then one of my business partners in the real estate business, saw what I was doing and wanted to invest in it. So now I have a lot more credit with him and a lot more lines of credit so I can write larger loans, more loans for people.
Wow.
I came and saw you in March and said, I'm starting to do this in California. I applied for my California license. I thought it was going to be.
And what did I tell you?
I know. You said. I said.
Welcome to California.
I thought it was going to be 60 days, and 9 months later, I finally got my license in California.
9 months later, and probably 1,000 hoops you had to jump through. Yep. Welcome to California.
Yes,
it's the greatest state in the world to do business in.
Well, they wanted to make sure I could pay my taxes right away. And
they did that right away. Of course they do. All 48% of them. Yeah, trust me. I live the dream every day. I'm telling you, I told you this before. If I was in another state, I'd probably be, and I was this busy, I'd be loaded.
Right.
But since I'm in California, I'm not loaded. I'm paying the bills, and as you can see, I have to take on 20 projects and keep them going at the same time to pay everything.
Yeah, I don't see how you can walk around that shop. It looks like there's only small little aisles over there.
That's all it is. But we have, it comes and goes. We have cars that are in here, like, real quick. We got Tim Allen's Cobra that's just in here for a couple things. It's going to be leaving. We got Miley Cyrus's Mustang here that it's going to be just in for a few things, and then it'll be leaving. So it comes in and out. You know what I mean? Sometimes it looks empty, but then other days you come in and people go, "Oh my God, you're slammed."
Right.
Anyways, but hey, we got to take a break. You're listening to CRN Digital Talk. We'll be right back. Welcome back to In the Garage. Look at that. Mitchell's texting me during the show.
Oh, hi, Mitchell.
Yeah, it's perfect because now we can act like he's here.
Right?
You know what I mean? It's exactly the same thing.
Just send us the text.
Yeah, just send us a text. So Mitchell doesn't talk. I don't know if he.
Yeah. You introduced me to him last time I was here, and he just kind of waved his hand at me. So
Yeah. That's good. That means he likes you.
Oh, okay. That's a good sign.
Hashtag Silent Mitchell. Yeah, we love him. He's out right now with my friend Ray McClelland, and they're tuning the 57 Chevy. It had a little bit of we lost spark, so we're trying to figure out why that happened. And it happens, which
Yeah.
in building cars, it happens. But joining us today is our buddy Brett Behrens from Specialty Car Solutions. Check them out at www.specialtycarsolutions, just as it sounds. I'm not going to spell it; it's too long. .com. And he offers loans. So if you are some dude in your garage and you got you got money, you're making good money, but you just don't have, the money you need. You don't have $100,000 sitting there, because we all know how expensive it is these days. I mean, it seems to be going up and up and up. Parts, taxes, it's all going up, and especially if you're having another shop build it.
Right, and that's the idea is the loans are through approved shops.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving some guy $100,000 to go build a car in his garage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well, that answers that question.
yeah,
Sorry, guy, if I got you all excited.
Yeah.
You're done.
You have to come to Bodie and have your car built here.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. See, that's why I'm asking.
Right.
I'm giving the scenarios for people so that they know it, they understand what's going on, and if you want to have your car built here. Like, we're working on our truck program, and I've been talking to Brett about it for a while. I knew when you were getting started, and I was excited because, we're trying to, like we do, we have our first one sitting here on the floor that's for sale. So if someone wanted to come in and they wanted to finance it through us, and we could do that. Or if you wanted to finance, a brand new one, and that's not the color you wanted, if you wanted a black one, we can do that as well.
We do both. We can do a completed car, and we also can do, obviously, the construction loans. And we do longer terms. We can do 7 years where it's actually paying down the balance, or we can do interest only for a couple of years. During the build process, it's going to be interest only.
Okay.
But the good thing is it'll also convert to a regular car loan after the build's completed, or we can actually extend the interest only if you want. So we can do as long as 2 years interest only and then 5 years amortizing, which means paying down the balance.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Sounds like a good deal to me. I mean, especially for guys, we're diehard guys. So if there's, like you were saying, you went to look for it and you couldn't find it. I mean, it sounds like you fell into a perfect niche.
Right.
Yeah,
it was.
I'm kind of jealous. I didn't think about it. It seems like a no-brainer. I mean, because I'm still going to be working hard and sweating, and you're going to be like just kicking back, taking checks and money.
No, it's
just
a lot,
kidding.
Yeah, it's a lot of running around to shops.
No, I know, and I do what I do because I
Right.
love it, not because I wanted to be an attorney or
Oh, I got out of the mortgage business because I wanted to do this. I was, in mortgage finance for 20 years, and I just jumped out and did this permanently. I kind of half started it last year, just getting the licensing, but now I'm full time.
Wow.
I'm focusing on construction loans, but I have other people focusing on, high-end dealerships, writing regular car loans. So,
wow.
we're really expanding. California was my big target market, obviously, your shop, a lot of other shops around here. My next target is actually, I'm in Oregon. I'm going to target Washington. There's a lot of money up in Seattle, couple good shops up there. And then probably after that, it's Florida. I'll
Really?
move to licensing in Florida. And
Wow.
talking about licensing, Florida's just as bad as California.
Really?
Yeah, it'll probably take me 9 months to get a licensing in Florida.
Really?
And cost more money. So
That's crazy, because those are the places that are booming, and
right.
it's just what cracks me up about that. I hate to get into politics, but if these states realized that if you quit taxing people and you brought in small business, you'd make more money.
You shouldn't have as many roadblocks as you do.
Yeah, you shouldn't have as many roadblocks as you do. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It baffles me, but whatever. That's how it goes, and I guess we can't stand up to our government or whatever. Though I don't know why not.
You told me not to protest, so.
I did?
Yep.
Well, protest your government. Yes, all day long. I'll give you, stand out in front and say, quit raising our taxes. If you're holding that sign, I'm backing you.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
All right.
Yeah. He'll be a little late.
Oh man, you know what I think it is? I think people are just squeaking by and they don't want to end up on the IRS or the government's radar.
Right. On the
Because you
crosshairs.
could become a target. Yeah,
Right.
that's it. You know, you're walking around with a big target on your back now, and that's why people don't say anything.
Wow.
Come up missing, take a swim, never come up for air, something like that.
Oh my God.
Luca Brasi.
Oh my God.
Swimming with the fishes.
Oh shoot! Oh, that's so
Let's
funny.
change the subject.
Well, I could tell you how the loan process works if you
Yeah,
want.
please go
All right.
explain to us how it works.
Okay, so it's like any other loan. You take an application, check your credit. Your terms are based on how much money you're putting down on that car or the value you're putting it into the car. So if somebody brings you, I don't know, a Hemi Cuda, and they want to restore it, they probably don't have to put any money down just because we're putting a lien on a valuable vehicle. Now, if they have a Mustang 2 like my car, and it was $800 to buy the car, they're going to obviously have to put more money down.
Yeah.
And, it's a sliding scale based on your credit score and how much money you put down. So the better credit score you have and the more money you put down, the better rates you get.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
it's pretty easy on pretty much all the loan products. But once you're approved, we loan you the money outright.
Okay.
It goes into a bank account, and I control the draws.
Okay.
So what'll happen, for example, with you is you'll send me the invoices. I'll send someone to do an inspection, confirm the work's been done, and they'll give you the check. And the other good thing about this for shops is, there's a lot of stops and starts. When somebody's funding their own build, they might have $100,000. You do $100,000 worth of work, and it stops because they don't have any more money. So the car sits in your shops, taking up space. With us, if they stop paying, we keep paying. So what happens is we repo the car technically.
You own the car.
We own the car.
I gotta finish it.
You're finishing
because you
it.
don't want something that's half done.
Right. So I'm selling it at that point. But you're completing it either way.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a win-win for me.
Yeah, it's a win-win for me too.
Yeah, that's a win-win for you too. All right, cool. Because you could have a really nice car at the end of it. But then I'm sure you're going to sell it because you got to recoup that money.
I'm going to sell it. Yeah, I have to pay down that loan.
All right. Well, hey, you're listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Talking about making that dream come true. That's what we've been talking about. And if you need help doing it, we got the guy right here. We got Brett Behrens from Specialty Car Solutions. Check them out at www.specialtycarsolutions.com. And
you're not going to spell it out for us?
Nah, that's a long one. That's a really long one. I'm afraid I'll stumble and fall.
You should do it.
I should do it. Okay, Specialty Car Solutions. That's SPECIALTY. Oh, see? CARSOLUTIONS. I had to do it.
That's
and I tripped and fell.
Incorrect.
Dang
you lose.
See? There's someone sitting there with a pen right now. What? Wait. K, what? Oh, see? Oh, shit. So, anyways, I almost said the S word. I kind of, I did like it and shoot at the same time. See? I'm just a blubbering idiot this morning. Maybe I didn't have enough coffee.
I had my coffee.
See? You're back on it.
I am.
Oh, man. But
Coffee's necessary. I don't know how you could live without coffee.
I tried doing it because of him, because he had this brilliant idea. Don't take coffee. I promise you it's a better way of living. You have clearer vision and I don't know what. Dreams come true. And I tried it. And
I'm not drinking coffee
it
again.
just didn't work.
All it does is gives you a headache.
Exactly. I started having withdrawals, I guess. I would get headaches and I would just need it.
I'm not having it again.
And
I
come back and I'm like, okay, I feel a little better. And he's like, I had coffee all week. And I'm like, wow, thank you.
I'm not on it again.
You
and
were
I
my
feel great again.
inspiration. And then you go behind my back and drink coffee.
Are you popping Advil because of that?
No.
No?
I'm not a big coffee drinker, and I never have been. So the good news is if I drink coffee, it's like in little spurts.
Right.
And then I will get the headache, but it only lasts for, an hour or so, and then I'm done, and I don't have to have coffee again.
See, I live where there's a coffee shop every 2 steps.
Well,
Portland, Oregon
there kind of is here, too, but
There's Keurigs everywhere.
What's it called?
Keurig?
Oh,
in
okay.
Oregon?
Not in Oregon. Here.
What's a Keurig?
It's
I've never
like
even heard of it.
Like a
I've never heard of
coffee
it either.
machine.
Oh,
And you
Oh,
just
the
pop it in and-
K-E-U-R-I-G thing?
I have
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I know what you're talking
It's so
about. I thought it was
easy.
a
You
shop.
just
I'm
pop
like,
it
wow, I
in
don't.
and- I know how to make coffee.
There you go.
Yeah, anybody
Boom.
can do it. Yeah.
So
But
let's
anyway,
get back. Let's talk loans.
yeah, let's talk loans.
Hey, I could talk about anything.
What kind of
Loans are-
loans do you offer?
Well, the big thing is it's the construction loan for, either restoration or customization. It has to be through an approved shop that I'm working with. Bodie's probably my first in California.
Great.
I have a couple up in Oregon. And then when I'm down in Florida, I'll have approved shops. Obviously anybody that wants to get approved, they can call me and we'll talk about
What
it.
do you do if you're in Utah?
If you're in Utah, you're going to have to build your car in California, Oregon, Washington, or Florida, I guess.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
All right, there you go.
It's and in that case, I can probably only write the loan while it's being constructed, and then you'll have to refinance it. The good thing
Okay.
about it is, even during construction or when the construction is completed, they potentially could refinance with somebody else. Because as long as there's a lien on that car, you can get a loan.
Okay.
When it's completed. But obviously, there's a lot of issues like, title, registration, everything else has to be taken care of in order to get a regular loan.
Yeah.
And that's why I've made it so you can convert from a construction loan to a regular loan.
Okay.
Because you do offer specialty credit loans and specialty car loans.
Right.
I read. So how
So the
does
specialty
theirs
credit
work?
loans were something my business partner wanted me to offer. What that is the guy with ding credit that just wants to buy a regular car. It's a big flashy item. See 20% interest and they get all excited. My money men.
Oh, yeah,
you
sure.
see 20% interest on a $7,000 car or $8,000 car. So that product is there, and I have people out in Oregon chasing that. We offer it in California too. So it's it's
So
a
if you
different
got
product.
bad credit or whatever, and you're trying
Right.
to get that loan, then
Right.
yeah, I get it. I mean, hey, you got.
That's why we call it specialty credit, because it's it's kind of dinged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and a lot of times
gotta do what you gotta do.
it's not just dinged. It's just people haven't had credit yet. They don't have enough history.
Yeah. No,
So-
I get you. All right. And you know what? It's so funny you say construction, and then it rolls. You convert it or whatever. And I've always said building a car is like building a house because I built my house.
Right.
I had to get my construction loan, and then I,
Converted to a regular
converted to
30-year.
Yep, 30-year
fixed rate or-
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever I've had to do to make it. So it is so similar. I'm not even kidding you. And the prices are almost the same too. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to In the Garage. Yeah, we've had a lot of fumes going on in here lately. Man, I guess you call it the welder's cough. So I constantly have that little tickle. That's what they say. It's called a welder's cough, from breathing in all the smoke and everything and grinding and Yeah. You want it?
No.
You say I can give it to you. Just hang out with me for a while.
No thanks.
Give me a month or two in the shop. I think I can work up a good phlegmy welder's cough.
I think I want to build a car.
You want to build a car?
I think
Well, there
I
you go. At the
do.
end of it, you could have a welder's
I
cough.
want to pimp my ride. Like,
Okay.
it needs work.
All right. Well, I can point you in the direction to where you want to go and the people you want to see.
Right? Maybe we can get a loan.
Yeah, maybe you can get a loan. There you go.
So tell them who was just here and who just left.
I don't remember.
Oh, yes,
No.
you do.
Good friend Brett Behrens was with us. He had to leave. He had to get out of here at 10:30.
Busy guy.
A busy guy. He's spreading the word, and we're going to help spread the word because, it helps me and it helps the customer. I mean, if with guys, cars are everything. It means as much to us almost as the wife does. You see how I threw that almost in there?
Good save.
Yeah,
Good save.
good save. She doesn't listen to the show anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
My mom listens.
Your mom? Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, shoot.
So Specialty Car Solutions, they offer loans for the first-time car buyers who need financing to build their dream car. So if you want to go get that loan, go through Bodie or go to www.specialtycarsolutions.com and check out what they have to offer.
You know, it's really cool, too, because they offer pretty much what they do is they manage the build as well. So, you know, they're going to give you whatever state you're in. They're going to tell you who they recommend to go have the car built, okay? You know, if you're in California, they're going to come to me and they're going to say, hey, go to Bodie and he'll build this car, and this is how it works. You know, like he said, they give us the money, but the only way we get it released to us to go, you know, into our checking account is they send somebody out to look, check it, and inspect the car, make sure that we've done the work, and then they release the check after we've invoiced it, you know.
Nice.
It is nice because, you know, it works all the way around, you know, because there's been times, like he said, where the customer runs out of money, the car sits there. That's the worst thing in our world is if you've run out of money and we have to switch gears and jump onto another car. Because what happens is sometimes we may need the spot where your car is in, and there's a ton of parts to a car. Keeping track of all the millions of pieces to these cars is the hardest part of the business. So when you move it or you package it up and you put it somewhere to store it, pulling it back out, once the person comes back to you, pulling it back out, trying to figure out what page you were on, figure out where you left off, people forget. You know, I wish I had that type of memory where I could just remember every little tiny detail and remember where I picked up or left off. But unfortunately, I don't have that memory. So
you want to know my little tip?
Okay, let's hear it.
Take pictures.
Oh, we take tons of pictures.
I take pictures of every little
still, when
thing.
you get to the actual car, like I'm looking at this Mustang sitting here right now, and you can see the shape it's in. To get back on that, it takes about a day to 2 days to where you start getting your flow back and you start figuring out, okay, here's where I left off. This is what I was doing. Here's the part I was trying to fit up. This is, you know, I was trying to line the doors up. I was fitting up the suspension. Okay, let me dig through the boxes. Let me figure where it is. Let me set it all up again. It's tricky.
Sounds
so
like it.
The good part about Brett is he doesn't let the money run out. So the project keeps going, you know, and it's been interesting over the years because some people have said, hey, I've watched you build this, you know, 2 cars before mine was done. And you never want to say to the customer, well, that's because the paycheck was always there. That's the hardest thing to talk about is the money.
Yeah.
You know, these people were just given a check every 2 weeks. They could afford it. They were doing it. You, on the other hand, have a budget, which is cool, and I appreciate that. I'm that guy too. But you got to understand, you got to look at the whole picture. You know what I mean? And if you're making the decisions on the car and you're taking your time to make the decisions, so the process is taking longer, it's just going to take longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
so it's another thing with Brett. If you have the problem of money and money is the issue, then you know. There's the money. It's always there. And all you do is you pay the interest only for 2 years. And, you know, then as soon as construction's done, it flips into a regular loan, 7-year loan, and you pay the car off.
That makes sense.
It does.
You just explained it very well. It makes sense to me.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining the show. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, right.
Are we still going?
Yeah, right. No, I want to talk to you. Now our guest is gone. Thank you, Brett, for joining us. www.specialtycarsolutions.com. But I finally get to talk to you.
Uh-oh.
I feel like we've had so many guests, and I haven't been able to say hi. How are you? What are your new projects?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good.
New projects. Yeah, it's kind of trippy without Mitchell here. It's, you know, we were talking during the break, and it's like even though he doesn't say anything, I feel his little head, his eyes rolling back in his head when I say something really stupid.
Oh my God, he does it to me all the time.
Yeah.
all the time.
That's hilarious.
He always does this little smirk, like, did you really just say that right now?
That's
like,
great.
Yes, I
That's
did, Mitchell.
awesome. See?
Yes.
See, you're watching him too. He's like the, I don't know, the I said something stupid meter.
Right? You
can gauge by the severity of his eye roll.
You have to watch the video in order to see Mitchell. So we're on Tiki Live. Make sure you check that out. CRN Digital Talk on Tiki Live. Watch live videos of us every week in the garage.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
Bodie
I'm apologizing up front.
Don't apologize.
Okay,
I broke a chair. What else did I do?
See,
My hair was in my face.
There's always something.
You get to see those funny bloopers that
I want to see where you're. I wish your chair would have broke. I hate to say this, but you fell over and like things were flying.
That would be hilarious.
You know how many hits we'd get on that video?
No, I know.
I'm gonna sabotage somebody's chair.
No, don't sabotage my chair. You
better
already
watch
did.
it. Someone's gonna sabotage my chair. We'll be right back. So, anyways, meanwhile, back at the ranch.
In the garage.
In the garage. Hey, that's good. I like that. Is this our last segment?
No, I think
we got
still
one
have
more? Okay, good. All right.
2 more. No,
Well,
one
you
more.
were asking me how I was and what I've been up to and what projects I have in the shop. And, you know, we have so many projects in the shop. We have so many things happening.
It looks like it. This place is filled. It looks like we have an audience of cars just...
Yeah, they're staring at us.
Yep.
They're all staring at us.
Right.
It looks like a drive-in. It looks like we're the screen, and that's the drive-in theater, the cars watching us.
But really nice cars.
Yeah, but really nice cars. Are you saying people that go to drive-ins aren't really nice?
No comments.
If they're
No comments.
Shoot. No, we're really busy, as always, it seems. Seems we're getting busier. Listening to Brett, and, I had a little meeting before the show, and watching Barrett Jackson, I mean, it seems that people are starting to let loose a little bit more and spend money, there was some pretty hefty price tags on some of those cars at Barrett Jackson. I don't know if you saw any of it or anything. You probably didn't even know it existed or whatever, but it's an auction. It's a car auction. It's the biggest one basically out there. Wish I would have went. I get kind of jealous. I see all my friends out there, and everybody looks like everyone's having a good time. And, I had some clients out there as well, but unfortunately I have to work because I'm so busy.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was good news because it shows that people are starting to spend money again on their cars, and that's a good sign because for us, you know what I mean? And I mean, cars are expensive. Yeah, these cars are expensive. I don't even know how to say it any other way. It's just expensive, for us on paint and material to paint a car, it's between $5,000 and $7,000 depending on what you want just for the paint and material. That's without labor.
And it doesn't matter what car you have?
It doesn't matter what car you have.
Wow.
If you want the good stuff, you have to pay. And most people, if they're bringing this car in, they want it perfect, and you got to pay. That's the only thing that's bad about it. But but like I said, it seems like people are now very interested in cars. A good thing that I see happening to us is, and I just did car stories at the Peterson Museum last week or the week before last, and I believe it was last week. See, I don't even remember my days. They're all just all.
But you did it.
I did it. It was a great thing, and we got some good press from it, you know what I mean? Because I talked about the things that were up, and it basically talked about what I'm doing, and how I've got here and everything. But
nice. Can we find that on YouTube?
You can. I believe it's on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it.
Or you can go to Peterson, or I think it's on our Facebook as well.
Great.
So you can go to our Facebook and check it out. I forgot where I was going with that whole
you
story.
were at Peterson Museum giving an interview, and
well, I mean, we're working on a couple programs here. Our truck program, our suspension, and now we're starting to work on the Mustang. And it's getting to where. Oh, that's what I was getting at. I finally picked it up.
There we go.
It only takes a second.
Ding.
I got to watch it. I've been hitting the head a lot when I was younger, so sometimes if I black out, just slap me or something. I'll come back. Just kidding.
I was like, can we have you sign something?
Yeah.
I'll do
but
it.
the good thing about that is, and what I'm learning about my business right now is everybody wants their old car to feel like a brand new car.
Mm-hmm.
They want the look, the styling, the old lines, the feel of the old car, but they want to know that when they get in it, they can, it'll feel like a real car.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken us a lot of time to get where we are with our technology and the way we build our cars with our own suspension and our setups and the way we feel it should be set up and our geometries and how we feel. We've taken a good hard look at all of the new cars and how their geometries are set up and back spacings on wheels and track widths and what they're doing in between, so where we can make our cars handle the same way. And it's a pretty big task. It's been a really big task, but we feel right now with our truck and our Mustang, we really nailed it. We're getting a ton of press on the Mustang right now. We're doing track days. We're doing, I think Hot Rod's going to test drive it next week, and they're going to do a whole thing on it and a whole article on it and how it handles and how it drives. And Hot Rod Magazine.
Nice.
It's got 700 horsepower, and I'm telling you, it feels like you're driving a brand new car. It's solid. There's no rattles. The doors shut really nice, but you still feel like you're in an old Mustang. Everything visual says old 65 fastback Mustang. But if you look underneath it, it's got all modern technology, new suspension. It's got the supercharged Coyote in it, 700 horsepower. We call it the GT 700S. That's why we do that.
Wow.
And it's just a rocket ship. It is a straight up rocket ship. But the great thing about it is it handles so well. So that's what I'm seeing in the business, and I think we're headed down the right road because that's what we're starting to be able to offer is here's your old car, but it handles like a new car.
Wow.
Because these people want to get in a car like their Mercedes and drive it to work, and they want to feel it's reliable and they're getting good gas mileage. But if they need a little extra gas to pass somebody up on the freeway, they can hit it and pass somebody up like really quick,
Nice.
So I'm excited about that, and it seems like it's leading to good things. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Hey, you're stepping on my cord.
Sorry.
That's great. Welcome back to In the Garage. Final segment. That's what I'm being told.
Yep.
Goes fast, I'm telling you. Some days I wake up and I'm just like in the mode. It's like I'm in the groove. Then other days like today, it just feels like I'm stumbling all over the place. But I think Mitchell's not here.
Aww.
And I'm serious. It really ruined my morning because when he's not, he opens. Okay, and he usually kind of gets the guys going on what they're supposed to do. Well, this morning I came in and there's everybody sitting there staring at me. And so I opened. I got a key that's broke, so I can't use my key in the back door. Okay, wait. So I got to go to the front door. I unlock the front door. I go to the back. I'm stumbling. I'm trying to unlock the back. They all come in and they all want to ask me questions all at the same time. So now I know how Mitchell feels every day.
One of those mornings.
Yeah, I usually show up at 9:15, so where they're in the groove, and then I go check and see what they're doing. Oh, okay, cool. Mitchell got you going perfect. So this morning, I was just totally, my juju's just all screwed up.
Aw.
Yeah.
We miss you, Mitchell.
We miss you, Mitchell.
Aw.
He ain't listening. He don't care.
He's texting us.
He quit texting
Did you
us.
tell him I said hi?
I did. He
Yay.
doesn't care.
Oh,
Just
thanks.
kidding. Well, he didn't write back.
Thanks.
You can take it however you want.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to
shoot.
talk to him next week.
Yeah, there you go. But anyways, like I was saying before the break, it's nice to see that people are spending money. We're getting the reputation we're getting, and hopefully it all continues. We're like you were saying, we're really busy. It looks like we're really busy. We are really busy. Our chassis are really moving. We're taking orders on them. We're doing our 5th Mustang chassis right now.
Wow.
We have this one that you see behind him there.
Is that just because it happened, or like Mustang's your favorite to work on?
It's just because it happened.
Oh, wow.
Because I believe we truly figured out how to make the older Mustangs handle like a dream and feel like a brand new car.
Nice.
Because the problem with the Mustang is they're a unibody, and it's all sheet metal. Okay, even the chassis on it's sheet metal. So I don't care if you make what kind of bolt on system you sell for that car. I've talked to everybody and their mother out there who has bought a bolt-on system for a Mustang, and they're still unhappy with it.
Wow.
It's because it's all sheet metal. What we do is we take all the sheet metal chassis out, and we replace it with tube chassis, tube steel, and but we just figured it out. We did all our math, we did our geometry, and we figured out how to make these things ride and handle and absorb the bumps and let the suspension absorb the bumps in the road like the car's meant to be, like a new car would do.
Nice.
And we've gotten great results out of it. We did the real thing. That car is insane. Very solid. It has a full chassis on it. These have a full chassis, but it's still welded to the body. What we're doing now with these, we kind of evolved. We found a better way to do it,
Nice.
And like I said, they're handling great, and that's a big thing in the Mustang world, because if you talk to anybody, you see somebody with a Mustang, hey, how's that handle? How's it feel going on the road? They're going to be like, oh my God, terrible.
I'm going to ask.
Yeah,
I'm going to
just
find a
ask
friend
somebody.
who has a Mustang and just
Yeah,
ask.
do that. Anyways, we're coming up on the end of the show. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank Brett for joining us. Check them out at www.specialtycarsolutions.com. Get that car financed. Take it to your favorite shop builder. Let him build the car of your dreams. What else have we got here?
Make sure you listen to us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. on crntalk.com. We're brought to you every week by Steel Rubber Products. Shout out to Steel Rubber. Check them out, steelrubber.com. And we'd love to hear from you, so check out our Facebook, In the Garage. Send us those questions. We'll hear back from you next Wednesday.
See you next week, because you're always welcome in the garage with Bodie Stroud. Presented by Steel Rubber Products. www.steelrubber.com on CRN Digital Talk Radio. www.crntalk.com.